Hello, this is Solomon Davis from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is July 29th, 2018, and this is my weekly trade review, where I review a morning NASDAQ trade. That's a 9:30 opening trade. All I look at is a 5-minute candle. If that candle is red, I look to sell. If that candle is green, I look to buy. This is all for educational purposes only. This is not a trade recommendation. Trading is risky. You can and you will lose money at trading. Please seek out your financial advisor. Please speak with your significant other. See if trading is something that is suitable for you. This is our website. Visit us here. We have all styles of trading. Not just day trading. We have swing trading. Seasonal trading. Trading off of IPOs. Investing, whatever you want to do. This is just one of many styles of trading that we do here. Okay, this is our website. Visit us, contact us if you would like to learn more. I'll be posting this out here at my YouTube page. And visit us. You can see it here. This is where you'll be finding this. Let me jump right into the little presentation. As I say, this is going to be for the week of July 23rd to July 27th. If you need to contact me, you can email me at solomon@rightsidetrading.com. Okay. This week has been just like all the other weeks. I kind of give you guys a couple of my rules. There is more rules to this other than just these two that you usually see, this doji and this greater than 10. And that is, if that first candle, that first 5-minute candle from high to low is greater than 10 points, it's a no trade for me. Just based on that candle, I need to look at other things. Also, another one of my rules that I throw out here all the time, if that first 5-minute candle is a doji, that's $1 or less between open and close, that's a no trade also based just off that 5-minute candle. I need to look at other things, in the market, look at my indicators, look at support and resistance, look at my candle patterns that have been happening, going on, look at what's been happening in the market up to that time, to help me make that trading decision. And every day was no trades, but I do have what I call MVP. It's what I call my next best play, and there's always, a next best play if you are day trading, and it's all based on, again, just what I had just said, your market awareness, where the market is at, your support and resistance, it's just things that you become aware of and looking at, and different ways that you go about looking at the market. Okay, let's bring up the charts and take a closer look at what actually happened. Boom. I usually like taking a look at the big picture. In this big picture, I was expecting the market to go up, and it was doing just fine until Facebook came out with its earnings announcement on Friday. And we ended up getting that big drop there. But I expect the market to bounce back. It came right down here, as you can see, to one of my support areas where I think it's a strong support area for this market to continue bouncing up. And I also I don't expect this market to go below this area. It does go below this area, yes, then we're turning really bearish. But as long as we stay above this area and keep inching on up, the market does go up slow, but when it comes down fast. So let's just be careful about that and stay aware of what's going on there, and just see what happened here on Monday. But I expect a reversal here. This is just a Facebook, thing on earnings and them trying to clean up their user base. So let's move on. Even though we had this big pullback here, let's just see if this market can continue going up next week and all. So let's go to Monday. Monday. Again, we had one of those greater than 10. This is why I like this particular trade. I can just look when this market. I can see that this market had been going up all morning. I see my moving averages crossing over a little bit, and all. I see my stochastic though it's still looking okay for an upward trend and all. But the market has pushed back, and right quick I can see greater than 10. So again, be aware of everything else that's happening in the market and has happened in the market. So wait, always wait for this candle to complete, the basic, rules and way of I actually trade this. But as you know, with these greater than 10s, it's been times, could you have gotten into this market? Were you up early enough to get into this market back here somewhere, and you out of this market maybe before 9:30? So it's a lot of different things of actually trading this. But let's just see what happened based on that. Boom. That's why you wait. You know, and it was just another 5 minutes to keep you out of just going green up. You know, you just don't do that. You know, when you have this particular candles, you know, you need to see what else is happening in the market. But let's keep on going. You know, now, boom, you get a pattern. You know, and you're ready to go up now. You know, that's the whole thing. You got this, you got that. You know, okay, now is the time for me to start putting risk on. And after that, it did. And again, a lot of times, all I'm looking to get is 10 points on this trade. You know, where's your entry? You know, is your entry down here? Is your entry here? Is your entry here? You know, even based on your worst case scenario entry, you know, which is, for me, is way up here, that still moved 10 points or more. And that's all I'm looking for on this particular trade. Let's move on. Doji, market had been going up, almost kind of like double topping. You know, now you need to, again, you start looking at your indicator. You start looking at what other things you have on the market. Was it okay to continue up? It did continue up, you know, but we start getting a reversal in the market. Do you play it down? If you play it down, where do you play it down at? You know, did you play it down from right up here? If you played it down from here, and all that's 70, 78. You know, then you need to go down to 68, and it went down to 68. You could have got 10 points on the downside. You know, did you play it back up? Again, day traders, you know, you're a pretty active trader. You might have wanted to swing that back around, and were you able to get another 10 points on that trade going back up 71 to past 81? Yes, you were able to get another quick 10 points on that particular trade. Now, do you play it back down again on the downside? And that's what I'm trying to get at. There's multiple trades to be done here in this market on this NASDAQ, and 10 points on the NASDAQ. I keep saying 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. One contract is $200 when you get 10 points. So there's money to be made here. So, but let me just move on to the next one. Again, greater than 10. Here, I'm at one of my things where I say I'm above pivot. Stay above pivot, you know, early in the morning. If you traded it early in the morning and you saw that it's not going, then did you trade this thing here? And then did you get out on over? Because again, I like seeing it going from pivot to pivot on my custom pivots. I see that a lot, so I like using that. And this greater than 10, you can see 18 to 28, greater than 10. So now you definitely need to be a little bit patient on that first trade. And how do you trade that? You know, do you trade it, you know, going above here, or do you try to, you know, you really didn't get a short signal until you got this kind of almost formation here to trade it back to the downside. So you could have took if you was into, you know, trading it to the upside, you could have took a little risk here at this point, 33 to 43. It gave you 10 points, but that's why, again, you get in and out of these trades. And then you have to be patient. You know, if you get greedy, you get stopped out like I get stopped out. You know, and you get 5 points. You know, that's why a lot of times the minimum on these trades, I look to get 5 points, and then you reverse your position if you're that flexible and your mindset is there to trade it like that. But that's what I'm looking at. Next one. Again, a greater than 10, 1626 greater than 10. That's a big candle, a big candle. Now, do you continue trading this thing up? Let's see what happened. It came back down to our pivot, gave us a nice little pattern here. Do you trade it up from here? Even if you traded it up from here, and it didn't give you much time to get into that trade, you know. Did it give you, again, I'm looking at 10 points. 10 points, 25, 26 to 35, 36. You barely would have got it. That's why a lot of times I say set it and forget it. But let's move on to the last day, Friday, our big drop day. Again, this market was dropping down, double bottom, came back up here, and it started getting shaky. You know, so based on that first 5-minute candle, it was a big red to the downside. Okay, 56, 50, 40, 54, 44, 44, 54. So now you just be patient and decide what you want to do. When you see it going down, and again, it did what I like on the opposite side. It couldn't break above this area, pivot to pivot. You know, did you, again, based on you future traders, did you get into this market to the downside and sell this thing early and got it down here? If you are a day trader, so you want to go ahead and take some risks, you know, it's all based on where it's at here. Do you really want to put a trade on here where it bounced at before? You know, so you probably wouldn't get into this trade until it got underneath this pivot, and then did it stay under that pivot and continue down? It tried to stop, but it ended up going from pivot, again, pivot to pivot, and all to the downside. again, it's close to 20 points that we're looking at between here and there, and that's all I'm looking for on this particular trade. Like I said, usually you are done by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at the latest, and you're done with these trades. So that's pretty much it for that week. You know, minimize my chart. Like I said, we had all no trades. We had all no trades, but we did have some nice best plays and all to be played. If you would like to learn more about how to get these things, how to look at this, how I look at the market, you know, get your platform set up to have your entry sets, your exit sets, your stop sets, and all for this type of trading, or if any trading on any of the indexes, as you see, the way I like trading. And it also can work on any of the stocks, but each one of these things have their own little personality. That's why I kind of separate them. But I can also get into how I go about setting up support and resistance. You know, candle patterns I like looking at in the market. You know, how I go about selecting options for day trading, and also we would get into some actual practice to see how things actually work out in the live market. You know, other than that, this is Solomon. Today is July 29th, 2018, and this was my weekly trade review for the week of July 23rd to July 27th. Visit us at rightsidetrading.com or email me at solomon@rightsidetrading.com if you'd like more information about this. Also, you can contact us at info@rightsidetrading.com, you know, and set up an appointment if you want to learn want to get into trading and see what we have to offer. Again, thank you for viewing. Have a great week trading, and I'll speak with you next weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.